No, I got to lean in.
Oh shoot, my camera was off. I was like,
That's how the night's starting. Great.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another review. Hold on. Chase. Hello, Chase.
Hey, girls.
Review recap for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. As you can see, the Fab Four are here. We were, basically the original panel to do this show, and so I got a text message this morning saying, "Oh my God, it's been so long since all four of us was here." And so from that text message, I was like, let's try to get all the guys together. We're here. Danny, Jamie, and Chase. Danny, you on mute, by the way. I don't know if you want to be, but you on mute. I didn't meet you.
I had a phone. No, I did. I had a phone call.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, how y'all doing today? How does it feel? How does it going? How you doing, Chase?
I'm sorry. I'm doing really good. I feel good. Feels great to be up here with the old Fab Four. I guess now we'll call it the Funky Four plus one more.
Not funky. Never
Not
funky.
me, not me.
Never
you,
funky.
Stacy.
Never funky.
I'm weak. Jamie, how are you?
I'm good. I feel like I need to moisturize again after watching Chase. Chase is glowing right now on this camera. Hold on. Let me turn this camera off. You been
Well, are you trying to become the fresh four by what are you putting on lotion?
Okay. Danny, how are you?
I'm fine. A little concerned, but I'm fine.
Okay, y'all, listen. We're here to talk about episode 12. I just remember somebody said the best panel. We did. This panel did win best panel, I believe.
2 years in a row.
We won it. We won it by our vote and
y'all vote.
The people's vote.
Hey, listen, it just happens to be what it is, But yes, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Potomac on Mondays. We're going into part 2 of the reunion on Monday, so make sure you check that out. If you didn't watch part 1, that's up there as well. If you're watching Married to Medicine, I hope you're watching it at No Chaser TV. That is where I pass the torch over to them, and I don't watch the show, but I watch their show just to keep and catch up. And then if you're watching Beverly Hills, obviously we're still here. We're not doing Atlanta. Y'all heard the tea about Jersey? I know it's off topic. You heard the tea about Jersey about
It hasn't been super verified yet, but even still, like, my God.
Well, they don't have to worry about me next season if it's true.
They ain't got to worry about me no more.
Dang, if that's true, baby, you got to worry about me either. I'm sorry, but we're going to see. Yeah.
The way it's going, Bravo ain't going to worry about us at all.
Baby,
we don't want it.
Right. About us doing a lot of stuff at this point because I don't know what's going on, but some of the buttermilk ain't clean. All right, so we're gonna get into this week's episode. Last week, it seemed like the last 2 episodes, I wouldn't say they were filler episodes, but it was a lot of Sutton and her mom, and they were down in it was Augusta, was it
Augusta?
Yeah, it was Augusta.
It was Augusta.
Right? So a lot of that happened there. I know that Jamie and Chase and Love were here last week discussing the episode. So this week we actually pick up where they're finishing up this trip. Garcelle has been told it's none of her damn business. Reba's gonna be Reba. This is who she is, and we pick up this episode with they're kind of confessing that they was listening to the conversation. We saw that last week that they kind of got caught listening, eavesdropping. I did laugh at that scene. I actually thought it was kind of cute how they all kind of try to get away, but all were listening. And so, basically the trip ends with Reba finally saying that she loves Sutton after he's saying that that's not something she's used to. But in a way, it wasn't maybe the most embracing I love you, but it still wasn't I love you, and we take it, right? And so does Sutton. So then we'll move on past to the next scene. The next scene was with Bose and her cousin. And her little assistant is just so interesting to me. I don't know if we ever talked about it, but
he's a little cutie.
I said interesting. That's your word.
Who's assistant again?
Her. What's his name?
Yeah, the little twink.
The little twink. I just wondered, who is he to her? And is he just, does he live there? I mean,
he's her twink.
That is.
I mean, when you're a multimillionaire, you can just own twinks. And it's LA. There's no shortage of twinks who need a place to live.
I don't know. It's just a very interesting dynamic, I that's all I got to say right now. I don't know much about him. I'm not hating. I'm like, very interesting. It's not because it's Bose. That's because it was anybody. Because where's his family? Where his parents? I just don't know. But whatever.
His family?
I hope he died, under against his will, like at a Diddy party. I hope Bose able to run a whole Diddy party. I hope not.
Allegedly, someone put allegedly on this thing real quick.
Allegedly,
oh my gosh.
We don't need to get sued by Bose because we will lose.
He's something.
Well, let me say this though. I didn't mean to cut you off, but what I will say is a lot of people start off on that track that he's on and become the executive. Yeah. So like, watch out for him. I guess he has to be doing something unless he's related to her for him to be working for her because, remember Kyle's lady sitter, Justin, now he's like all over E and stuff like that. Yeah. So he's going to be able to work a connection in just a few moments if he keeps it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, why did Sasuke just say Bose lives in a multi-million-dollar home and has a countertop microwave? Oh.
Yeah, I did not make Bose a kidnapper or rapist. I'm just saying, I just hope he's there because he wants to be there. Because it's like
traffic. My God, the accusations.
I didn't say any of that. Alleged, all that. I did not say that. But anyway, she's there and she's talking to her cousin. They're at a home and she's just talking about, fertility and like the journey she's going to be on. She does tell us about, the first child she was born with. She lost a child because of some disease that she has that basically attacks her pregnancy.
Preeclampsia, right?
Now that you said what?
Mm-hmm.
Like preeclampsia on both of the
preeclampsia, I believe it's called. Yeah.
Correct. But now dating, I can't think of his name, but dating the guy that she's talking to now, she is they're both looking about trying to have kids. So she's worried about that process right now. Because she did have a child, but she knows that it was kind of painful and a strenuous process for her to do it the first time. So that's definitely a great concern. My only concern with that, I know I talked about it last week, is that fact that she said that they never really said they love each other and things like that. So it's like, okay, I don't know. Like she even mentioned in this scene that she was considering backing off the idea. They both were thinking about putting a pin in it, but then it's like, okay, I don't really know. That's just me. Keela, that's his name. Thank you, Latasha. That happens there. And before I pass it over to you guys for any thoughts, the next scene was just Erica talking to Kyle, and apparently she lets Kyle know what Bose said to her and what's her name? What's her sister's name? Kathy, about her being cold and questions about Kyle just not being so warm to her. So any thoughts on anything about Reba, Bose and her cousin's conversation in regards to fertility, and then anything with the conversation about Erica, Kyle, and Bose?
I just need to say that Sean in the comments, she said, "Well, that microwave is burnt up now."
She said what?
The microwave is burnt up now. Bose's microwave.
Oh,
I
that
ain't get into it.
Low.
I'm gonna get into it.
But
as a California resident, that was low.
That was such a dark joke. That was so dark. Sasuke said something
that was
so dark.
A bad joke, like Garcia said.
No diva about that one. I don't know if I got so bad, diva.
That was low.
I don't know, diva. I don't know about that one.
I don't know, diva. I did have something I wanted to add about it though.
Oh, okay.
In regards to the preeclampsia thing, that's what Kenya Moore had.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, and basically from the gist of it, it causes you to have high blood pressure, but I believe it ends in a lot of mortality when giving birth. So it's kind of like something pretty deadly, to the fact that I believe Kenya barely made it out alive, delivering in Brooklyn. So if Bose lost, unfortunately, her first child and had a really, really, really hard childbirth on the second one, I would really urge her to reconsider having a child by natural birth. I don't think it's smart, most especially with someone who has not told you they love you. Now, again, you don't have to have a child with someone that you're in love with. It's your body, it's your choice, and you get to choose what you do with it and how you procreate with it. However, it feels like to me, now watching her have second guesses, I think that's something that is also included with it. He hasn't said I loved you yet. Now I'm starting to get there and get closer to going through with this and thinking, oh my God, well, the first two weren't great. Do I really want to risk myself and risk this for someone that I'm not in love with? Because if you look at it from Keely's standpoint, I ain't got to be in love to have no baby by no millionaire, because shoot, I ain't never had no coochie, but I'll do it with a millionaire.
It's giving TJ and Stacy.
Well, my thing is like, if I love that, like her reasoning to have a baby is she want, like, I get it, baby. Do not hitch your wagon to that horse. Like, adopt, go have a surrogate. Kenya Moore is an amazing, like, effectively a single parent because her ex is a deadbeat loser. So, like, you do not need a man to have a baby. So I support her in that way. For this, medical condition, we can go back and forth about how it adversely affects minority women, particularly Black women, pain and blood pressure and all that stuff. Doctors do not treat that the same way they treat their white patients. So there's just so much at
I mean, Dr.
risk.
Jackie said that they're gonna get in there and complain anyway. So if one of the leading Black female physicians says,
Yeah,
"Don't trust Black females in the medical room," you guys are screwed. All of us, everybody's
yeah,
screwed.
yeah.
And she said
Um,
that.
I also enjoy Erica being a little bit of a bone collector. I'm enjoying Erica more this season. She seems lighter than the last 3 seasons where she was the spawn of Satan. I've said it before, so I enjoy her, particularly going back and being messy with Kyle because she knows Kyle is gonna crash out and be stewing over that little comment for days and days and days. So thank you, Erica. Let Kyle know nobody likes her. I appreciate that.
What Sean mean TMI, Chase? Too much information, Chase.
You said
You've
something
never
about
had coochie.
Oh.
Oh, that's my mouth. It's my story. Thank you.
That mouth hasn't been on coochie though.
Catch. And that's my story. Thank you.
Jesus. Well, mine have either. Well, not since, whatever.
Whoa.
Anyway.
I know it ain't the stallion. What's going
on? So nothing really happened there. The bulk of the episode was really at the 4th of July event at Dorit, and so we'll go ahead and move into that because nothing really else happened before that, right? So Dorit is having a 4th of July. Bad. The kids are there. She's there. She talks about how it's a bit different this year because usually PK is there. Obviously, he's not, so she's hosting it. The kids got the little water slide thingy and everything like that. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Right. So the first person to arrive is Sutton, and when she arrives, Dorit is not there. So she's looking around, like waiting to be greeted or whatever. And she comes in and she sees these pictures and stuff like that of PK, and this, right at the front, thinks it's some kind of shrine. But for the meantime, she's waiting right there while Dorit is upstairs trying to figure out, was it a necklace or something she was gonna put on? Was it?
She looked tacky anyway.
It was something she was trying to figure. I think it was a necklace, right? And so she. Garcelle arrives, and then when Garcelle arrives, Kyle arrives, everybody arrives, and obviously once Dorit finally comes down, there's already a bit of tension between her and Sutton because Dorit feels a way about Sutton for many reasons this season. One, cutting her off, telling her that the kids are gonna find out. All these things this season, there's been like a little hidden tension, right? So they kind of playfully, but not playfully, playing about taking Sutton's purse, and then it was kind of an awkward moment because I don't know if Dorit was like serious, but then it's like she was like playing, but she was like, "You owe me this," and she was like, "No, I don't." She's like, "You owe me this." She's like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "Can you give her a purse back?" Because it's giving a little like it's giving like give this girl her purse back. Like, hello. Anyway, so once they all arrive at that time, it's just Dorit, Sutton, and Garcelle. And upon arriving, they go and sit down, and they're just kind of casually talking, and the shit starts immediately because Sutton is having a little drink, and Garcelle is like, "What do you have to drink?" And she's like, "Oh, the watermelon." She's like, "Is it alcohol in it?" She's like, "Now basically it's alcohol in it." She's drinking it, and Sutton says, "Oh, Dorit, don't be such a bitch." So this makes Dorit just be like she just immediately gags. And upon gagging, she's just like, "Don't call me a bitch in my house, in my own home." And Sutton is like, "You know what? I'm about to leave." So she gets ready to storm out. And Kyle and Garcelle, being, I guess the friends of Sutton in this moment, they kind of storm out and kind of go with her, try to stop her from leaving. And basically Garcelle is just trying to tell Dorit that, she's kind of sensitive because of the whole coffee thing. Because last year she said that she was putting like vodka or something in her coffee. They all were kind of alluding to what Sutton had a drinking problem, basically. So Kyle and Sutton, Kyle and Dorit. More so Kyle, but Dorit as well. She did double down on it as well. And so honestly, I'm gonna say this. Sutton didn't really want to come. Garcelle was just trying to calm her down and just saying, like, it was a really bad joke, son. It's a really bad joke. Like, let's just calm down. So Bose comes in. She's like, "What's up, bitches?" And it's like, please, no more bitches right now. Like
it was the way Garcelle was like, "Oh,
she's like, "Oh no, please,
no,
no more bitches right now."
X-Nay on the bitch, eh?
Like,
not too much on the
I'm
bitch."
convinced Dorit texted her that
Absolutely
that called her a B, and that's why she came in saying that.
Right. So Sutton is kind of talking to them, and Sutton says, I did her a damn favor drinking that nasty ass drink.
Bitch, it was Garcelle saying, "Oh, it's not good. I just ordered one."
So hard.
Garcelle looked so disappointed. "Oh, it's not good."
And so meanwhile, Sutton is just like over. The Bose goes over, and so does Erica. She comes in too. She goes over. Meanwhile, Sutton is constantly saying how she's leaving, but she hasn't left yet. She's constantly saying, I'm leaving, but she hasn't left yet. Bose sees them over there, and she goes back over to them, and she's like, "You know what? You guys should just come into the house. You guys are sitting by the door." And Garcelle is like, "Will you stop being the spokesperson?" I'm like, "Ooh, okay." It's kind of the irony of Garcelle saying that, in my opinion. And so Bose goes back over to Dorit and just kind of tells them what's happening. Sutton actually leaves finally after saying it for 20 minutes. And I'll stop there and get you guys' thoughts. I'll start with you, Danny.
I think my favorite thing from all this was not Sutton calling Dorit a bitch, but it was Garcelle finally calling out Bose on all this dick riding she's doing on Dorit. That was my favorite thing of this whole thing. I just, I never wanted this to happen between them, obviously, because they're the only two black women on the show. But at some point, it just had to be called out. Like, she's really just, like Garcelle said, girl, you taking sides before you even know what's going on. Like, and I think it's okay to do that, Bose, but own up to it.
Yeah,
I think that's my thing. People don't own up to their ish. That's my problem. So that's really all I got from this. If I was Sutton, I would have called Dorit a bitch before she mentioned my drinking for making me wait an hour. I would have called her that a long time ago.
What you been at, bitch?
Yeah. When she came down the stairs with that ugly ass chain around her waist. That's what you made me wait for?
Bitch.
These were the decisions.
So that's all I got.
Chase.
Listen, it boils down to the fact that Sutton didn't want to be there. And Dorit didn't want her there. That's what it boils down to. Dorit was like, "Who downstairs? Oh, girl, run me them chains real quick. I get down there when I get down there." When she got down there, she saw it was. She was like,
"Yeah,
oh." Like, what I think is messy is production setting up those call times and making sure that everybody who does not like Dorit was there first. Like, that is awkward. And you're in my house. Like, ugh. Where are the other guests at so I don't have to speak to you ladies? You know what I mean? Like, that whole juxtaposition. But when she came down, not only did she not come down promptly, or at least let her guests, whoever the guests know, or go down, because someone go down and see if anybody's downstairs yet. Let them know I'll be down in a little bit. She didn't do any of that, regardless of who it was, which is inconsiderate. She gets down, she sees who it is. She says, "Ugh, you two," and then she speaks to the lesser of her two evils, which is Kyle, for 5 minutes while the lady is sitting over there like twiddling her thumbs. Like, that is super rude. And it lets you know it was a shot without sending a shot. Like, girl, I do not want you here. I do not want to speak to you. So when she finally goes over there, she begs her for her purse, and she was dead ass serious because it's been a long time since she could buy one. You know what I mean? That was awkward. I think that she was joking at first, and then like after like 10 minutes, it's like, girl, no. You really can't have my purse. Like, give it back. I was
like, are you finna steal her purse? Like,
what's going on? Like,
have her purse back, please.
It was weird. And then Bose, oh my God, the Bose of it all. Remember, I told you I had my eye on her from day one. I said, something ain't right about this, y'all. I don't know. I was right. Go ahead and get into the rest of it, because I'm gonna let her have it in just a little bit. But I just want to go ahead and point out, the bitch thing. Sutton, I actually, in my opinion, at first I thought that Dorit was joking and trying to make light of a situation. But here's the thing, right? We have now all been on this panel. We have established this season that those girls are not friends. So you can joke with Bose like that. You can joke with Erica like that. You can't play with me like that. I don't give a damn if we're in your house or not. So when it comes to me and my drinking, it's off limits for you because me and you, we're treading on thin ice, buddy. So keep it cute.
Especially on this.
Yep.
Jamie?
The irony of Dorit clutching her pearls over being called a bitch when she called Camille see you next Tuesday while she was sloppy blackout drunk at a dinner in front of everybody and their husbands, reinforced it in episode 3 of this year. Dorit is not stupid. Dorit knows that after that last blow up with Sutton, anything that she says to Sutton is going to get a rise out of Sutton. Sutton is insufferable. Sutton is annoying. We all understand that. Sutton doesn't dig at people. She's not going to sit there and throw little shots or whatever. People are saying that she's bringing stuff up. She's asking the questions that everybody is asking in that group. That's what Sutton does. And the girls don't like that. So cool. If you're mad at her for that, get mad at her. But you throwing these little digs after you know the conversations are already been had last year about insinuating she's an alcoholic. I think Sutton was actually probably more sensitive to it, given that she literally just went back to the home where her alcoholic father shot his brains out in her house. So I'm sorry, you can't. If someone is now going to joke about alcoholism, baby, I'm sensitive, and just like you said, Chase.
True.
My girl Garcelle can joke with me about that. I don't like you, bitch. So don't talk to me. We are coworkers. And the fact that people on social media are saying, "Oh, well, blah blah blah," Sutton said this last year to somebody. Blah blah. No, baby, this is this year. We were good. We were in a good place.
Oh, don't tell you what was. Tell you what's now.
Yeah, tell me what's
the garage
now.
But we can, if you want to roll the tapes back, roll the tapes back.
Roll the tapes back.
Picking on Garcelle for season 10.
Absolutely.
Picking on Garcelle, but I meant to say Sutton. Since season 10, remember she said that she was gonna freak the F out. No, that girl didn't say that, you liar.
Dorit popped up this season picking at Kyle, and the fact that I have to defend Kyle really, really annoys me the most. That lady is not stupid. That lady throws shots. That lady picks at people because she knows that her paycheck is on the line. Is it entertaining to watch? Absolutely. But there is no alternate reality where Dorit is a defenseless victim sitting there minding her own business and is getting ganged up on these ladies. Dorit has shown that she's a nasty, nasty woman with a nasty, nasty spirit. Anybody who is on this show and successful typically is a nasty woman with some level of nasty spirit.
And you know what? If Sutton is an alcoholic, well, she has an excuse for being so nasty. Dorit, what's your excuse for being a bitch?
Oh, yeah. Now I got a question for you, Cortez, before you move on. But before I give you that question, I did want to say this though. At first, I was saying, I thought it was a joke, maybe that went wrong because you can't be joking with her. But Dorit was dead ass serious. She was taking the deed because in her confessional, she says if she wants to leave, let her leave and bring her drink or something like that. She said. I said when people do stuff like that, they're telling the truth. They mean it how they mean it, and they're disguising it as a joke. It was a dig at her and bringing up the alcoholism thing again. She was definitely doing that. Now, my question to you, Cortez, is, let me move my bang out the way.
Okay.
My question for you, Cortez, is if Big Sut was doing all that him and Han in your foyer for 25 minutes about she was gonna go, what you would have did? How you would have felt?
I would have probably told her to go ahead and leave.
I know you would, because I was thinking the same thing. Now,
so here's the thing.
Go on now.
So I get where Bose was coming from. I just wish that the thing is the issue I have with what Bose did, because what she did, I think was correct. It's like, okay, y'all gonna come in the house, it's like you coming in, you staying out. But the thing is, we didn't see Dorit tell her to do that. She did it on her own. So it's just like, that's the issue.
I'm her soldier. I'm her warrior.
Right. She did it
without even talking to Dorit.
Like, if Dorit ain't doing it, what she should have did is went over there. Okay, everybody over here, let me go make sure my homegirl good and make sure she's having a good time. Let me not, let's not worry about what's over here, because what you're doing, you're saying that y'all are coddling this woman. You're giving her the same amount of attention. If anything, I let her sit over there and blah, blah, blah. And if Dorit really wants her gone, then she would kick her out of the house. That's just that's how I feel. Like, I don't think it's my job to, do that, especially knowing that they have tension and you've already kind of alluded to kind of being a mouthpiece for this woman. But you just proved that you kind of are, because
absolutely. You didn't even know. You didn't know what happened.
You didn't know what happened.
And just Cortez, really quick, because you kind of echoed of what a lot of people are saying, like the irony of Garcelle to tell somebody to stop being a mouthpiece. Garcelle has never walked into a situation that she wasn't privy to
That's
that she
true.
didn't witness and say, y'all gonna leave Sutton alone, blah, blah, blah. She sits there, she observes, she sees Sutton getting worked up, and then she pops in and says, well, hey, this is what is going on. You did this. Bose blindly has been just believing Dorit on a lot of stuff without being in any of the situations that she's witnessing or any of the situation that she's going rah-rah for. So that's where it's like, girl, you weren't here last year. You weren't here for this conversation. You don't have 10 years worth of history like some of these ladies have with each other. So I appreciate you wanting to jump in. And certain things she has said has been spot on. Hey, it's like 3 against 1, everybody, whatever. But me, I'm going to sit there and be like, girl, I don't know anything that's going on with y'all, and it's none of my business. So,
but you know, even though she's been spotted as such as this 3 against 1, there's a valid reason for that. Because the tables have turned. There's been other times when Dorit has been part of that 8 against 1 or 4 against 1 too. So
the Fox 4 or 5 be attacking anybody who's not in that group for years.
And let me say this: it's your house, okay? So if you want her to stay, go over there and say, listen, we can work this out. I don't want you to leave. Could you stay? Could you consider staying? You go over there. I wouldn't let nobody, unless it was that bad to where I was going to come to blows with somebody. And if I was going to come to blows with somebody, can't nobody convince them to stay in my house. If you want to convince, let me tell you something, okay? I done put people out of my house before, and I almost put the person that was trying to convince the person I was putting out to stay out with their ass, okay? So when you got to go, you got to go. And you in my house or you ain't. Which one is it?
And also, Bose, while you be in the manner policing about having coof, go tell damn Dorit to have some coof and not keep her guests waiting for 50 minutes while she trying on body chains.
You didn't know that, did you?
Knock off body chains, costume jewelry.
It's a lot of layers to this, but I think it just comes down to, okay, to me, these two had an issue. You know, I think it was fine. I definitely think Sutton didn't want to be there, but I think she would have been okay had Dorit not tried to throw her little shade about the whole drinking thing. So at that point,
sort of ignored her.
Call out your name in your house, then it is what it is. Like, you're not safe in your house, you ain't safe outside on the porch. It's like, don't start with me, and it just won't happen. It won't go that way. That's my motto. So I don't care where we are. This is what it is.
Sutton thought she was going to get put out anyway, Cortez, because you don't call nobody a bitch in their house unless you're ready to get put out.
She already had her purse. She was like,
no,
I think I'm going to go.
I think she was fine, but I think Dorit hyping up the fact that she called her a bitch in her house made her feel like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable anymore, because now maybe she thought she was going to get kicked out. You know, the tone that Dorit gave was given like, don't call me that in my house. It's almost like she's like, I'm just going to leave.
And it ain't even her house, it's PK's.
Now, last part about this.
It was definition of on site.
Last part about this portion for me at least, and then we could do whatever we want to do with it from there. But on the after show, Sutton said that Bose came over angry. Did you guys get angry from Bose?
When she initially walked away and then came back, it was like, y'all are being rude. Y'all are being rude. She was agitated. And that's when she was like, girl, you're being her mouthpiece. Stop.
Angry.
Then she was angry in her confessional too.
I didn't get angry when she got, like, when she
was agitated.
No, I didn't get angry.
When she arrived to the party, no, she wasn't.
No, when she came back.
Are you saying when she came back?
I believe something was referring to when she told them either they're gonna stay and all that, and y'all calling her, she was sitting right there, and her and Garcelle had the thing, and they were just like, well, you don't know, you weren't here. Sutton says that she was angry.
Yeah, she goes, like, y'all gonna stay or y'all gonna go? This is this lady's house. Like, that's where I was like, girl, mind your business. Are you gonna stay or go? Because why aren't you?
But do you feel that she was angry?
No.
Yes, she was agitated.
So here's
angry.
the thing. I think she could have been perceived as angry, but we all know a white woman shouldn't be calling a black woman angry.
Yeah, so it's optics. But the lady was pissed off.
But was she angry? Because I don't want to give it. Yeah, and y'all know how I feel. Yeah, you shouldn't be saying it out your mouth. But was she angry? Was the question? Like for me, like
I didn't get angry from what I
didn't feel angry either. I felt annoyed. Like, girl, here y'all go, baby, on her. Like,
but then she also told them in front of Sutton, she was like, "Y'all don't need to be coddling her."
What I could say,
I'm like, girl, I'm right here.
Talk
to me in the third person.
Was someone that is more so irritated at a particular person. I think she may be at a space to where she looks at Sutton like she's just annoying in a sense.
A big wrong baby.
Because who don't?
So I think that's where it came from. But I wouldn't say she was angry though. I say she's probably just like, why y'all coddling her? Like you said,
maybe we had to be there.
Huh?
Well, maybe we had to be there.
Yeah, maybe it has to be that. I'm not sure, but you know how
Don't
you have
piss
that
me
one
off,
person
Sutton.
that's like always like you gotta console, you gotta always.
Yeah.
It gave like, why y'all doing this to her again? You know, that's
Yeah.
what it
Now I will
Meanwhile,
say
she's
this:
doing the same thing to Dorit.
I do agree with Sasuke because Bose was aggressive, and if Sutton had called her aggressive, she couldn't have won there either. Because Bose was being aggressive, maybe not angry.
She was something.
She came over. She came over something.
Some
Maybe
adjective.
she was
She was
hot, you know,
I'm not going to
right
label it.
outside, you know,
I'm not going to say it.
All right, we move on. We move on.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Yeah, because we got.
But I just want to say that did deserve what we gave it. That deserved what we gave it.
Yeah. She was angry. Edited in order. Okay.
Yeah, Orkin said she was a lot of things, and she listed them.
I think she was like 2 of those for sure, 3 of those for sure. All right.
Did you see she brought on the black girls without a Dorit house? Okay, go ahead.
It was.
I know Dorit was looking around saying like,
that's
"Oh,
not a surprise. It is Dorit's house. Dorit had black help and stuff like that. So why not have other black friends?
Dorit's like, are y'all here for an interview?
Oh my God.
All right, listen, we gotta move on. We have to move on. All right, so Garcelle basically comes back and she says that Sutton left and she didn't feel welcome. She talks about, you know, how Sutton felt, you know, in terms of the whole drinking alcohol accusations from last year. And then you know, Dorit is just kind of stuck on the fact that she called her a bitch in her home. She says all she had to do was just say she wouldn't say it anymore. So what's the issue? She's not even acknowledging how she started it. Like, whatever, right? So then Bose, you know, she comes in, she was like, you know, if somebody called me a bitch in my home, those are fighting words, you know. And she starts talking about a sisterhood and they sisters, and sisters don't do this to each other. And Garcelle was like, well, where was your sisterhood when you came in and called us rude? And I was like, okay. So then, you know, Erica in her confessional, she talks about you know, Garcelle being Sutton's mouthpiece, and they show this little montage of like moments where Garcelle may have stepped in or said anything for Sutton. That's why I said what I said earlier.
But Cortez, that montage didn't show her being a mouthpiece.
It didn't. It just, I think there's a difference between speaking up versus being someone's man. Like I said earlier, no one, you have to be present for a situation. I think that's the key thing. And I think Bose is just not present. She's also new, so she doesn't really know what's going on.
They did a poor job with that montage. Go ahead.
Garcelle, I would say
because there's no footage.
That's true. When she started out with Sutton, she just didn't blindly defend her. She got to know her and she was present for the things that were spoke about, in my opinion. So that's me. But then, so outside of this montage, they're using that to compare how Bose defends Dorit, right? So then Garcelle, you know, brings up the fact that she heard that Bose said that Kyle was cold, and so then, you know,
Garcelle was so messy for that.
She did. And I feel like Bose kind of like, at first she kind of like downplayed it. She was like, she did downplay, because I thought she was gonna straight up say like, yeah, I said you was cold, because she did say she was cold. That's the exact word she said. Verbatim, like literally
to the lady's sister.
Right. So Bose basically says, well, no, it wasn't that. It's just the fact that I felt like I connected more with everybody else. I feel like you don't share a lot, blah, blah, blah. Kyle says that's interesting because I feel like we were close. And they show another montage of, you know, I guess moments they had together, which really weren't great moments.
It didn't look good.
It didn't help. It did not look good. I was just like, who is in the back getting this footage together? Because my God, it's not
also, we got to remember, Bose didn't say she connected. Bose said I've connected with almost everyone. So she's leaving out Garcelle and Sutton in that little thing. Because she said
Bose is a lie. She has not had a deep conversation with
nobody.
But Dorit.
Dorit. I haven't even seen her have, even with Erica. Like, I haven't even seen it with her. So it's like, outside of Dorit, that's all we've seen.
And her twink.
My God.
And the twink ain't even had lines. You just a background actor.
So then they talk about Bose kind of being biased to many situations. You know, she kind of talks about, so Kyle gets involved, and Kyle is like, well, yeah, I thought we were cool, but I noticed that there's moments that we've had where, like, for example, you brought up me saying that I should block PK, and she's like, well, you never even met PK. And I'm like, Kyle, you making yourself look bad. And so, because Dorit says, well, why she gotta know PK? You should be texting. No way. I'm like, Kyle, what are you doing, girl? Just stick to
Keep out.
Even though she was right.
She was right,
was
though.
right.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But she was also like putting herself back in the space that she said that it just wasn't. It didn't look good. I'm like, how? Hush.
Ooh.
So then she calls her Judge Judy. I'm like, not Judge Judy, honey.
I called her.
Oh.
And so, you know, before she can even have a one-on-one still with her, Dorit comes in, and Dorit is just like saying, like, well, you know, saying that there's a lot of things that Kyle, that she don't even know what's going on with what Kyle's like. Kyle is saying, well, I've opened up a lot. And Dorit is like, yeah, I still don't know what's going on in your life. So no, you have opened up. So Kyle is like, are you freaking kidding me? She gets super annoyed because I guess she feels like everyone at this moment should know what she's going through with Mauricio, blah, 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 all these things, right? And so she's like, you sitting over there, Dorit, and Bose just talking, and you going, yup.
She was on Dorit's ass.
I did laugh. I did. Because she was like, Dorit, you over there like, yup.
Wig not
Where'd
moving.
she get that yup from, y'all?
I don't know. It was so stupid.
And that wig
Because that's how Dorit does it. She does it. Yup.
But the crazy part of that is
Like a
now
little
Dorit
bird.
be like this. Dorit be like, yup, and Bose be like,
But I
like she sound like she's somebody's church mama, just like,
and Bose be moving that and that hair don't move at all.
Kyle be thinking she be eating it, y'all. Kyle, you are Angry Spice. Kyle, please.
I hate that so much, and I hate that you made me remember
I was
it.
so obsessed with that. You are Angry
Spice.
I
Oh
don't
my
pay
God.
any attention anymore. To me, you know, when you said what you said a couple weeks ago, Chase, I'm like, I don't feel bad for it, but I do think it's a few early stages of that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What?
When you talk about maybe possibly early stages of dementia, like it seems like sometimes I don't think she's playing a role anymore. I think she's literally going down that path. That's just me.
Ooh.
I don't know. But anyway, she mocks her, and you know, Dorit and Kyle kind of reiterate that they have started from scratch and they don't want to go back down that path. I'll stop here, and I will go to you, Jamie.
This. I like Housewives the most when they lose track of all self-awareness. And literally get to arguing with each other about minding each other's business when each one of them has actively inserted themselves in each other's business. And the fact that Dorit literally was just like screaming at Sutton and other people, this is between me and Kyle and blah, 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 like at least once to each cast member over the course of the season. But now Kyle is like, this is between me and so-and-so. I'm like, this is not... I don't like either of y'all. And the fact that I am actively rooting, like hopscotching every episode over who I'm rooting for, I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
I agree with Bose when she ascertained that she has not made a connection with Kyle because Kyle is cold. We've seen it. Kyle has not made an effort in even really talking with Bose, aside from like, oh, you look pretty.
No,
like,
but she went
okay.
over to lie about the text messages. That's the only time she really talked about Bose.
That's it. And I was like, girl, you said 3 words to this lady, but now you at her house trying to get her on your side. Like, so I'm on Bose's side with that. Bose is moving a little funny because I would not be a guest in someone's home, bring up how I think their sister is a fake ass bitch, and then run and go tell other people that I think her sister's a fake ass bitch. Producer Garcelle could not wait until she dropped that. She could not wait. And rightfully so. Yeah, she doesn't have any couth. She's yelling at people about couth. She went in and bashed that lady in front of her sister and them tacky little towels. But I was also on Kyle's side. Like, Dorit, please shut up. Like, please shut up. This is between Bose and I. Like, nobody cares about PK. Trust me, nobody wants to sleep with PK. Nobody is sexually interested in PK. Nobody's platonically interested in PK. Like, we're good. Please just stay over there. Sutton called you a bitch. Like, worry about that.
She said, stop acting like a bitch. She didn't call her a bitch.
That's true. That's true.
Well, she should have.
She should have.
Stop being a damn bitch, basically. That's not...
Stop being a damn bitch.
But you know, for me, it was just, I'm sorry, Bose was a coward to me in this situation.
Oh.
She was a plumb coward because she should have went just as hard with everything she said to Kathy and all that. She should have said all those things the exact same way to Kyle. Why couldn't she have been the same way she told him to go sit their ass and get inside and get her by that door? That's how she should have talked to Kyle in that moment. She should have told Kyle every damn thing. So she lost points to me in that moment. And then the only other thing I'm gonna say is, it annoys me that if you're trying to get to a good place with somebody, that doesn't mean we're not going to disagree again. So I really hate that the second we have a disagreement now is, oh, I thought we was trying to get to a better place. Yeah, we are. But that I would still call you out, bitch. So,
I'm like, Chase, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to listen to Danny. I just hear,
What is going on?
like,
I apologize, Danny.
my connection, that's my fault.
No, I'm sorry,
this
y'all.
Wi-Fi be slows.
Oh my God! No,
Don't be such a bitch and interrupt me, Chase.
Right. Why you being a damn bitch? Chase, what you got?
Y'all stop being mean to me because I got electronics. I don't know how to work. It's the story of my life. Okay. But what I did want to say was, first of all, as an aside, I wasn't like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't happy that they got into it, but I was glad to see the two black girls get into it only because it shows that we can have dialogue. Like, I've been accused of wanting black people to sit together no matter what, whether they agree or disagree. And that is not what I was trying to convey back then. And so to watch them have civil disagreement is perfectly fine as housewives. I don't think that you should hold back your opinion and hold back on your job description because you are black or because you are two white girls. Like the white girls get into it all the time. The black girls can get into it too, but not because they're being pit against one another.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. You see what
There
I'm
are
saying?
genuine things. This is an issue I have with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't
so
do
I'm
this.
glad that they had what they had and they moved forward from it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like a huge roadblock. Now, I will also venture to say that maybe Bose has a point about Kyle, because the only person that I can remember Kyle treating like that was a new girl in recent history was Garcelle. Garcelle had the same criticism.
And we can pull the footage because we have that.
Because we have
that footage.
Garcelle had the same criticism. It's always how cute I am, how you like my outfit, which we know was a lie because Garcelle can't fucking dress. Anyway,
no, how we get there? How we get here?
She can't dress.
About how we love the black women arguing and the one of them can't dress. Lord Jesus.
Well, I
Lord,
mean,
my God today.
I'm showing dimensions. This is growth. I mean, but I've always said Garcelle can't dress. Y'all know that. But yeah, like you're going that far. Oh, I love what you have on. No, you don't.
How about love?
You don't even love it.
What about
Stop
love?
being awkward around the black girls, Kyle. What were you saying, Danny?
What's our song? What about love?
Did I tell y'all, Danny? I started Valentine's Day. I was like, I really want to hear that song, and I pulled it on. I just bust out laughing because I was thinking about you and Sammy. Anyway, so that ruined my little love mood I had on Valentine's Day. But yes, so there's that. I actually agree with Kyle. Here you go again, taking sides, speaking on people, Bose, that you don't know. Who is PK? Exactly. You don't know what the truth is because you don't know. And so you're rushing to Dorit, but you're not rushing for anybody else. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's always at the encouragement or the betterment of Dorit. And now I do start to feel like, oh my God, was she hired as PR to make her look good, or like hired to fix Dorit? Is not going to work because Dorit should have hired somebody else.
That friend on social media.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to work. It just all feels very sus. Yeah. Now, Kyle had the right message, but she was the wrong message because, baby, right now, you texting my man. You texting my man.
Like, right.
You can't even bring up my man. What's that about?
Like, hello,
what's that
Kyle.
about?
I was like, wrong.
You shouldn't be talking about my man. But also, in fairness to Kyle, I hate that. You're right, Jamie. We have been so fair to Kyle this season. It's so annoying. To be fair to Kyle, it wasn't like she knew one before the other. She met both of them and got to know both of them, decided she liked PK best. And now I'm all right with that. I don't care. That's
And
what I feel
I
about
wish you would say that. I wish you would just say that.
She owes Dorit nothing. She met them at the same time. Like, they're girls. And so automatically we stick together because we're girls. But Dorit has never been a girl's girl. So I don't understand why she would want something she doesn't give. But that's Dorit.
Yep.
I mean, I think I agree with all parts on all this. In terms of Bose, I just think that, I didn't mind Garcelle speaking up. I think that hopefully moving forward, if she's around, she evaluate, because she really hasn't gotten to know anybody but Dorit. And it's not just a versus Sutton thing. Like, I look at Erica too. Like, she ain't really got a chance to know Erica either. Like, she's just friends. It's almost like she's a friend of Dorit, because it's going to be hard for her to navigate in this group, because if you look at it, Garcelle came into this group, like Marcus said. I feel like when Garcelle came in, she came in trying to get to know everybody. Yes, she was close to Sutton, but she was trying to get to know everybody.
She didn't know Sutton.
She didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
Sutton was the only one that sat down and talked to her.
Remember that conversation they had, and she was like, "Where did you get? How much money do you have?" Or whatever she asked her. Yeah. And that's what really broke the ice, because they treated each other how none of the rest of the girls treated them. They were really outcast that season, and that's how they became friends. That's their fault. Be mad at yourself.
But she was still trying to get to know other people.
But that's absolutely true. She tried to get to know.
She tried to until Kyle said that she didn't pay for some charity. What was it? It was something. She said she
was for the $5,000 donation.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like, she tried. I will say, any issue she had was not at the hands of Sutton. It was at the hands of what happened to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
The kids with Erica, the stuff with Kyle, like the stuff with Dorit. So it's just like, I think where she may can't dress, she's a great example. I will say, someone that came in trying to get to know everybody, and still had a really close friend, and still trying, like, she still running around like she friends with Kyle, knowing damn well she ain't friends with Kyle. Let's just be clear, they're not hanging out like
they're
that.
Not friends.
And Jamie, I know you had said that you were playing hopscotch with Dorit and Kyle. I started off on Dorit. I done hopped over to Kyle, and I'm on Dorit ass the rest of the season.
Dorit, it's a little too late, girl. You're all of these little rehearsed reads that you've got going on, all of this confessional gangster thing, thinking you doing something. And I know everybody was mad at Sutton for what she said, but Sutton nailed it. You are not mad at me. You are mad at your life right now. You are taking all this anger out. Listen, we didn't, not on this panel. You're taking out the way you wish you could talk to PK, but when PK gets you on the phone, you let him punk you out every chance you get. I'm not gonna be your punching bag. That man punks you out every time you talk to him. You defend him. Like, baby, please.
Just very briefly, we got 63 people in the group chat, in the live chat here on the lean right now, right? But we only got 28 likes. Ooh. So let's go ahead and get those likes up, y'all. Come on and like the video.
I know, right?
And everybody in there with a wrench, make sure the girls are liking the video.
Y'all don't like
the everybody in the chat. K Artwear, Amanda, Sammy, Jasmine. Who else came here? Antonio. They have been doing the lowest work, but make sure
thank y'all.
Like button. I know y'all see them saying y'all be
watching. Especially
us.
Y'all say y'all like the four of us. Y'all ain't gonna get the four of us if we don't get them likes.
What 28 likes? Because I don't come out for 28 nothing. $28. 28 men. It's only 28 men at the club. Bro,
I still come. I'm a cheap.
Y'all ain't got no proof. How are you in someone's
y'all
house
like
not liking?
Y'all just talking.
Are y'all gonna like or leave? What's going on?
Not like
Taylor Gray in there. Hey Taylor.
Hey Taylor.
Angry, Jamie.
Hit the like button, you guys, and subscribe. Keep us an algorithm. We're here. We do it because we love the show. We do it because we love you guys too. We've actually grown quite a relationship with many of you, because we met many of you on this particular franchise and platform, but through our other shows too. So like, subscribe. Yeah, like Chase said, and make sure y'all check out all the stuff. Make sure y'all check out No Chaser TV too. Are you going to be doing? I know you're doing Atlanta, but what other shows you got coming up while we talking about it right now?
Well, first of all, let me say this week has been like just a week of growth. It's been a week of growth over at No Chaser TV across all of our socials on TikTok and everything.
It's a year of growth for Chase. Period. Remember, you text me. You just been growth. Period.
You had that nasty work.
And tell us quickly. We got one last part. Like you just
okay, no, I'm gonna get it out. It's just been a monumental week of growth for us. We crossed over 15,000 followers on all of our other social media networks. So TikTok, Facebook is crazy, and TikTok is crazy. Instagram and X have accumulated over 15,000 followers. So thank y'all for that. We had our first singular TikTok to gross over 1 million views. So right now it's at 1.4 million views, and we are only 8 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching now and you're not subscribed, whether you like me or you don't, just hit the subscribe button so we can get to 1,000. It'll just be right to me, because our 1-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks. So it'll just be really grateful if we can hit 1,000 on YouTube for sure.
Let's do it, y'all.
And we're gonna do Atlanta, and I don't even know if anything is coming out next. So
I don't know either, child. I can't tell you what's gonna be the future.
But I know what we won't be doing, Cortez. We won't be doing Jersey if Melissa's gonna be the head of it. Y'all can keep that goodbye. I'm not doing it.
Baby, I won't either. All right, let's finish this out, because I know who's trying to call in, child. So let's go ahead and get this out of here. But this last
off the lights.
The last piece. Dorit and Kyle go upstairs. They go upstairs, kind of talk and bond over separation and divorce and blah blah blah. I guess Dorit got her little boost of confidence in her conversation 2 weeks ago from Erica, and now she want to try to give the same confidence and ask the same questions to Kyle. Are you getting divorced? Do you want to be with this man? Do you want to leave this man? What are you getting out of it? All these questions, right? Okay, whatever. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dorit's house is a goddamn mess. It is. I don't know if she ain't got no money, but she need a maid. That house looks very dirty. Like it just like I think Kyle kind of alluded to basically being able to tell she's going through some things, but I just wouldn't think that someone with that much money, not saying it's a lot, but it's enough, right? House would just look like that. I mean, I wouldn't even. It gives me maybe why Nene was like, "Don't go in my closet," because like, why would you have that? It just did not look like she should have been filming up in there. That's just me. But they go up to one of her rooms. Maybe it's like the makeup room, because it looked like it was stuff everywhere, right? Dorit is just basically asking Kyle if she wants Mo back, and Mo, she talks about her being at home and him moving out and the furniture. The same story she's been telling for the last few episodes, or actually the whole season, right? She keeps asking Kyle, like, does she want him back? Do you want a divorce? Do you want to be married? And Kyle is kind of like fumbling at the mouth. She can't really give a straight answer. She doesn't really know what to say, but she doesn't want to say yes, but she also doesn't want to say no. Because for her understanding, he's supposed to move out for 6 months, and then after 6 months, he's supposed to come back and figure out what he want to do. But she feels like she's in limbo, which she kind of is. I mean, honestly, kind of dragging her along, to be honest. So that's just what it is. So Dorit talks about her own situation and says she feels like divorce is coming, and that she feels that she is behind. Like I said, I think the conversation, but from Erica, gave her a little extra boost because Erica basically told her, "Girl, he ain't coming back. Get your kid, get yourself together, and get out of there." Because I wish I would have. Mind you, she couldn't do that because she was married to a man with 1 foot on a banana peel, 1 foot off. So her
please shut up.
Situation was
I
different.
just took my microphone off mute. That is so
shout out to my girl Angie K. I'm sorry. Shout out to my girl Angie K. But she asks one question. Kyle asks, "Does Dorit know if PK is around with another woman?" And she's like, "Oh, no, I don't think so." And then she says, "Well, if she did, if he was, we would know, because these kind of people, these high profile people, they have people following around. Basically, we would find out." Then we get to a cut of Mo and the whole half naked lady in a sheer top or whatever she was on vacation. And I guess next week is when Kyle finds out that Mauricio is actively dating with somebody, and probably after this 6 months or whatever, that's just it won't be 6 months. 6 months probably gonna turn into a album, and that's what we end. So, any final thoughts on this episode before I get our callers on? Chase?
Taylor?
I just wanted to say, honestly, I know this is going to sound weird, but this is the conversation I was expecting to hear from these two the whole season. And so when we finally got it, I kind of liked it. I don't know. What does Kim say? You know what? I'm thinking to myself, I kind of like you. Like, I kind of
like you.
Yeah, like I like the conversation. It was good to see them have it, because that is what I expected of the two of them. And that's all I got for that. Go ahead.
Taylor's comment about Kyle looking at that plant reminded me of that meme of Hillary Clinton walking in that person's apartment and looking in their kitchen
Oh.
like, "Oh, you live here? Let's get you a
Ooh.
home."
Ooh.
I think both of these ladies sitting over here deciding if they're getting back with their men. Meanwhile, their men are gallivanting around town, making out with
Probably.
this, that, and the third. The only reason Kyle is sitting there crying is because her little boy body girlfriend done dumped her. So that's the only
Oh,
reason now all of a sudden Kyle is confused about whether or not her and Mauricio are going to get divorced. Look, divorce that man. I understand breakups are hard, but it has been close to a year. That man is living his best life.
Yeah, Kyle can get another lesbian.
Has been. You can always find another little butch twink lesbian in LA. They're everywhere. Ask Bose where she picked hers up. It's
The sperm bank.
gosh.
Thank you.
she ordered it online.
The
Task
sperm
Rabbit.
bank.
I want one. Shoot.
Ooh.
But
Let's go
it's
together.
somebody also made a comment that they need Sutton to talk about Dorit's finances and foreclosure. We saw the preview for next week. Sutton gets in it, and that better shut Dorit up because you're not going to go there with me. You want to keep digging? I can't be the bad guy online, and I'll bring up all your shit. You were too poor to argue with me. We're not doing this. I tried to put you on the game. You did not want to listen. So
I
be
love
poor.
it, but I guess Dorit, Sass, I get Sutton let her know about her money this next episode. So.
Yeah, it seems like what's her name? Hold on one second, Lisa. I'm about to drop the link, honey. Give me a second.
Oh, good grief.
Good God.
Golly, Miss Molly.
It seems like Kyle I feel like she acts surprised about this, but I think she kind of knew. I don't know. You know, Kyle, I mean, I like Kyle, but she don't strike me to be like the most delusional person. It's kind of crazy how she's portraying.
Yeah. No, I think you hit on the head. She knew, because if Kyle really didn't know, she would have been boohoo crying. They were like, Kyle's just seemed like, okay, yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I see it coming. Like, girl, you
Yeah.
knew they had you on FaceTime when he kissed her, probably.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you have to know that if she possibly had an alleged little piece, he was going to possibly have one too. And it's not the first time we've heard anything about Mauricio anyway. So
He will never emotionally fulfill you when the children get grown.
When the children are
To
grown,
leave you.
man, bring her back. Oh,
baby, she probably watching this show like with that cigarette saying,
You know, Andy said he offered her a spot season 2 and she cussed him out, told him to F
Good.
off.
I mean, to be honest, she also was way ahead of her time, not only with predicting how Kyle's life would go, but she was one of the first bitches to smoke an e-cigarette.
And
Now
her
look.
e-cigarette was like this big. She was like,
it was like this big, you know.
and a big old margarita, the life.
Oh, man.
the life
The
I
life.
should be living.
I'm weak. That said that Curtis, I did not go in on her assistant. I just said interesting. I think it was Jamie that said something about him being like a whatever. He said a butch.
You called that man. Oh no, Chase called him a twink.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, all I said was he was interesting.
And I think he's a swank with an A instead of
And I just want to know where it's
Come on.
Got a little twank to him.
All right, listen, we got some callers in the queue, so I'm gonna go ahead and let them on. Try not to take too much time so we can make sure everyone gets on.
We ain't interrupted y'all.
Did you hit 1,000? Is that why you did scream?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I figured you would get it. So congratulations to Chase and No Chasing TV on his 1,000 subscribers going into his 1-year anniversary. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. You know, this is obviously the lean, but make sure this is Chase's own channel, and he's one of our very own.
No, it's not even about me. Let's go on. It just
No,
happened.
it is. No, it really.
What about love?
Shut up.
Effie, make sure y'all follow Effie over there on this thing. No, congratulations. Seriously.
Let me tell you something. No, before we let the call on, thank you for the congratulations, but also thank you for giving me a platform and giving me a space to have a voice and trusting me with your vision as well. I wouldn't have gotten to anywhere that I am or I'm going without you being there, and I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Jamie, you don't. Jamie, you don't seem moved by this moment.
Huh? Jamie?
Jamie.
That's because he old sissy. Go ahead.
No, I'm very happy.
All right. All right, let's
Chase and I've been talking about me
I
popping
don't want
up,
to take
so
that time. All right, our first caller is going to be Durga. How you doing?
Hey, how are you guys this evening?
hey.
How are
Hey,
you?
Durga.
I am well. Congratulations, Chase.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So okay, let me start with this. Why didn't Bose offer her cousin glam?
Because she the star and her cousin ain't. You
Okay.
watch girls
You
like
gonna
that.
offer
Though.
another big wig or something? Well, I mean, what was she
I
giving?
mean something, because my sister would have never had me barefaced on national television. But I was just wondering. Maybe I don't know. So I'm gonna skip over most of that because I think Bose is a fool to try to pop out a child for this man. Um, to me, I don't see why she doesn't see that she's about to be in child support court fighting for her life.
Oh, my God.
So if the if the Netflix CEO doesn't see it, maybe I'm making it up. But it's wild to me. I'm like, girl, don't pop out no kids for him. So we're gonna skip right on over to Bose or to Dorit's house. First of all, it was 39 minutes that they had to wait, right? Or just Sutton had to wait, right?
Nothing had to wait.
That was egregious. That was egregious.
Plus
I
an
would've
extra
been-
6 Durga because she spent 6 minutes speaking the car before she even spoke to her.
Man, listen, I probably would have left then. Because you know I'm here. You know the call times. You know what time I was gonna be here. I probably would have left then because I would have known what Dorit was already on. This episode showed me why PK, if this divorce is real, why he doesn't want to be with her.
Oh.
Dorit to me was red flag after red flag after red flag. First of all, it feels like she just invited Sutton to be her punching bag. And then, so she started with withholding, which is, we learned last week, might be one of Sutton's triggers. Then she went straight into passive aggressive. You owe me this bag. Dry begging for a Birkin, which is wild. Then she went into the jokes, which were also very passive aggressive. As soon as Sutton finally snapped back at her, she became manipulative. As if she hasn't been agitating this woman since she came down those steps. And now Sutton just called her this out of nowhere. And then she turned herself into a victim. And I was like, is this what PK has to deal with? Because I would leave too. I would absolutely leave too. And if you treat me like a bitch at your house, I'm gonna call you one in every room of it.
Oh,
Like,
I know that's right.
you need
like,
to leave.
You can leave. You are
You
vile, disgusting woman.
I mean, I'll be that. Don't.
You're not. You're real.
I'll be
I would
that.
do the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, like don't call me over here to act like this.
Yeah. Don't.
I would
do
leave
that.
sticky notes in every room, bitch.
Okay, you find them under your pillow a week later.
You open in the medicine cabinet.
Oh damn, she got me here too. Yes, ma'am.
Here's this daily affirmation.
Oh, put it in the refrigerator.
Girl, who you texting?
Siri.
PK.
Alexa, remind this bitch she's a bitch tomorrow at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Bose is not quick.
Oh, Alexa really did it. No, girl. Oh,
Hey, baby.
sorry.
No, it's fine. But she ain't quick. She's not quick, and they could really get her at that reunion. I want them to get her because when Bose approached them, I said in the comments, she definitely approached everybody like, "Are you on break?" She gave upper management.
Are you on break?
Not you got time to lean. You got time to clean.
That's how she.
Got time to lean. Got time to clean, baby. Get back over there on that drive-through.
But that's how she, like, sis, you just got here, which is the theme of Bose. You just got here. And I wrapped it all up. You just got here, and here you are already making comments, having opinions. You literally said that, and I'm gonna stick to this. You said that you know that Dorit is the common denominator, and yet and still you have not done any kind of investigation as to why.
She said that, Durga?
She said that at the spa day.
Yes,
that she had in her backyard.
Yeah, because remember, Dorit was mad at her for like 2 seconds that she would have her back.
I'm not letting that go because that's
That's
You're
telling. You're
willfully.
choosing to do it. You're right,
Yes,
Dirk.
it's
That's
willful.
good.
It's willful. You know that this lady is an issue in some way, and you haven't tried to figure anything out. And
Yeah.
instead of just having her back about things, you are now being her mouthpiece. That's a problem. I'm happy that Garcelle was the one to say it
Mhm.
because I don't know if I would have taken it the same if anybody else had. I'm just gonna that's my toxic trait. I wouldn't have taken it the same. Um, but it was time for her somebody to kind of let her know. But they could really get her at that reunion because she had too many pauses.
Mm.
And I was like, ooh, if he was going against Phaedra Parks, you'd be
Oof.
finished.
Mm.
You'd be finished because you're too
Mm.
slow.
Now she would call her a bad built.
Razor
A
back.
bad, yucky haired bitch. No, it's
Oh, all right, Dirk. I got some more callers in the queue. Okay,
sorry, sorry.
it's okay.
Okay,
You good? You
see you
good?
guys later. Have a
Bye,
good night.
Erica.
Durga, we
Bye.
appreciate you.
Have a
Congrats,
good night.
Chase, again. Bye.
Thank
All right.
you.
Our next caller is going to be Sir Capricorn in the
Sir
in the
Capricorn.
red light district, I think.
Wait a minute. That's my boy, Sir Capricorn.
That's
Give you
medicine.
the red light
You know,
special
What's
all
going
through the night.
Sir
on?
Capricorn, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been good. A year
Oh,
older. You know,
I'm
happy
happy to
birthday.
hear
You had a
Congratulations.
birthday?
Happy birthday.
yeah, it was last month. Turned 38. Uh,
Okay.
happy birthday, happy belated birthday, Robin. What you got for us today?
all right. So, Jamie, you must be following me on X because everything that you said about the Bose thing, I said that. But I
Are
want
you
to.
accusing me of copying you?
Oh, not you
No,
stealing
no, no, no,
critiques.
no, no.
Get us Sir Capricorn.
Wow, this is
but
crazy.
but I agree though. Like the whole Bose and Garcelle situation. Like it is in my opinion apples and oranges. Because again, Garcelle was there, and if you go back on even one of the clips where she even said like this is a conversation that Erica Sutton and I had. So it's like that. It was a conversation that she was already privy to that you were actually throwing a dig at. So that's where people I feel like a lot of people are getting lost in the sauce. Like, yeah, it's okay for both to defend the read, but at least have like and making and I'm on the same page as you with the Kyle situation too. You're making me defend Kyle, like
Okay.
like like Kyle said, like you're coming in and jumping in the middle of it before you know everything that happened prior to. All you see is us in the foyer. You don't actually understand that we were already in the house. We left out of the house because she was about to leave, and I also think that it was also she wasn't just talking to them when she was saying I'm ready to go. I think she was also talking to production because I think production was probably in her ear like, hey, no, you need to go and stay. Da,
Yeah.
da, da. And she's like, no, I need to get out of here. I want to go. And production's in her ear, probably in Garcelle and Kyle's ear, like get her to stay. And she's like, I'm trying to go. And so
Yeah.
ultimately let her go. Um, and I agree. Like, if you don't want to be called out of your name, don't act like the thing that I'm calling you.
Mm.
One, it was one. I've already been waiting for you in your house for 40 minutes. I'm just going to round it
Mm.
up. His number. I'm waiting for 40 minutes. Then I was the first one here, and you still walked past me to talk to somebody else who got here after me, and I still got to wait another 5, 6 minutes for you to come over and even acknowledge that I'm here. Like, you're lucky I didn't leave after waiting for you for 40 minutes. I
I'll
still
knock all this
stayed.
shit over.
And that's my thing. Like, she said she didn't want to be there, but at least I think she at least put forth effort to actually be there and try to be supportive. Because
Yeah.
if I don't like you, I'm going to leave.
If I don't like you, I'm
I'm
not.
waiting. So she at least put forth the effort. So I think everything was building up to the moment of her saying, and the drinking thing was just the icing on the cake. And then she's like, you know what? Don't be a bitch. Because at this point, like everything else has been adding up. I'm waiting for you. Then you walk past me, ignore me. Then you're asking me for my bag. Now you're
Or
calling. Now you're bringing up that vodka situation again. So yeah, all that added up to that moment. Um, Garcelle, the Kyle and Bose of it all. I think they just need to have a conversation away from the group so that they can like actually get to the bottom of whatever it is. But I do agree with both. I do agree. I think somebody even said it. With Garcelle, when Garcelle first joined the group, she at least was trying to get to know everybody. I don't think Bose really put in the effort to try to go to everybody individually to try to get to know them. I
Nope.
think when she got when Sutton when not Sutton, well Sutton brought her into the group, but when Dorit latched onto her at that party, it was a latching situation, and that's what happened. And she didn't go. Sudden, I mean, Dorit just like took the ball of the energy of her, and that's what it is. And then lastly, the Mauricio situation. Like, I feel like I don't know. I just feel like with Kyle's reaction, I feel like she already had an idea
Yep.
that he was seeing somebody else because the reaction just seemed performative. Like, did you know? No, I didn't know. You knew you either knew or you had an inkling that he was seeing somebody that you seen this woman before.
Yeah.
She was lying.
I think she did. I don't think she knew the woman. I think she just knew that he was.
He
Probably
was doing something, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Has he
it's
been
one
doing
thing.
something?
It's
Yeah,
one
I mean,
thing to feel like they're doing something or know they're doing something, but when you see the other person they doing it with, it's like, oh, okay.
I think they both knew that they were out there doing something. She was doing it with the
Yeah.
woman. He was doing it with another woman too.
And she was with old girl at Teddy's bedside when Teddy was in went to the hospital. So old girl is still in the picture with
Here he
Kyle.
goes spreading. All right.
Lord. All right,
There's
so
she's on social
Well,
media.
Sir Capricorn, before you go,
Yeah,
I haven't seen you on Married to Medicine this season. We looking for you next Tuesday at 8, okay?
I'll be there,
All right.
all right.
and I need y'all to do.
Did you just curse?
I don't know what happened, child, but
Oh, I think he got.
That must be like an automatic. Do we got automatic beepers? Production?
I
Hello?
thought it was a forklift.
Hello? What was that? I don't know. I think it was demon
What was
Sir
that?
Capricorn that came up here in that red light, the demons coming and stuff. I don't know what's going on. But thank you, Sir Capricorn, for calling in. Okay. All right. Our next caller is going to be
Happy belated birthday.
and happy belated birthday too. Last month.
And I didn't steal from you.
Hey Lisa, what you got for us? How you doing?
Y'all crazy tonight.
Hey, Lise.
Hey, baby. Congratulations, baby, on your
Thank you.
1,000.
Thank
Yes,
you.
because, ever since, of course, they told me about it, I went over there and described. I haven't, but I do go back. Sometimes I miss it, but I go back and I
No,
push that
listen,
like
Lisa,
button,
the
though.
fact that you did that, it means a lot to me because I have rooted for you from day one. I've been the biggest Lisa fan, so thank you so much.
Yes, darling. I love you.
I
Yes.
love you too.
Yeah, let's get started because I
Let's
know
get
my
into it,
brother over there, he
baby.
gonna get mad at me. Yes, I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you something. I'm this bold situation. It's girl. Don't have no baby, okay? Do not have no baby by that man, okay? And that was so sad to hear that story. But in her book, she tells more about it. She says that in the book she says that they rushed her in, and the doctor came when her husband got there. The doctor came in and asked her husband, "Do you want to save her or you want to save the baby?" He said, "Save my wife." In the book, she sounds like, well, that I didn't get the chance to make that decision because I would have said save the baby.
Mm,
So
mm.
that's some,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
that is some preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is not nothing to play when you are pregnant. Believe me. But let's go on with this stuff. That was kind of hard. You don't have no baby by that man. You need to go get a new man. Okay, you too brief for that man right there. Now I'm gonna tell you about this one here. I'm gonna tell you something now. Sometimes I have to agree with sudden. Now, I'll tell you something. If I gotta wait around for you, babe, I'm leaving. I wouldn't even not showed up. Tell you the truth. And me and you beefing, baby. Now that's the only time I agree with sudden. And me and you beefing, I'm not finna show up, okay? I'm not finna show up to your house. I'm not finna show up to your event. And that's just the bottom line. Then you have me down there waiting,
Waiting.
and there's people on waiting. That's too much right there. The week is dead wrong for that. But you call me a bitch in my house? No, baby. Baby. Get your shit and leave. Cause you get your ass whooped now.
Absolutely.
You about to get your ass whooped now.
Absolutely.
Now you ain't finna sit up there and call him telling me don't be no bitch.
You're
Because
right.
she not because Street's been for seasons, baby. Street's been talking about her drinking. Erica brought it up at their 70s party. She said, y'all wanna talk about me drinking? What? Uh-huh. Erica the Calvin DeWitt didn't bring it up the first time. It was Erica about the drinking problem. She might be Calvin of the Beverly Hills, baby. She just ain't hit no tree and got a DUI yet.
So that's why we want to talk about her, Lisa. We was talking about Erica because Erica
Because
was popping
we
pills
didn't
and
forget
drinking
Erica blackout drunk on that boat,
on that boat.
off them pills
Yeah,
and that
yeah, we
liquor.
did that too. Yeah, all them drunks on there, honey. All them drunks on there. They taking antidepressants. They taking antidepressants and drinking and having I don't know, child, please.
More money, more problems.
I told y'all the other night, drinking the antidepressants is not good. It's not good. You see what Kevin did? Kevin hit a tree. So, other than that, I mean, it just went too far. That stuff with Bose and Kyle, I'm like, I'm so much like Erica. This stuff about to get on, man. I'm about to leave. I don't want to hear no more about it. And plus, I always tell people, I always go back. Don't y'all remember when Garcelle first came on the show? The week and Garcelle was like this.
I don't
They
remember that.
really was. Yes, so go back and look at it. Go
I
back and look at
remember
them things on Peak.
Brenna, not Dorit.
Garcelle and Renna were, not Dorit.
Yeah, Garcelle and Renna were cool. They were pretty. I think she brought.
And
Yeah,
they fell out. They fell out
she
over
was more
Denise.
cooler. But she was more cool. She was cool. She was real cool with the week. Then
Okay.
Sutton came in the picture.
They came on at the same time, lady.
Ain't
No,
no
they
lady
didn't.
named
Time.
Lisa.
No,
They
they
were there at the
didn't.
same
No, they
time,
didn't
baby.
come at the same. They didn't come at the same time. They did
They co-
not.
Sutton was a friend of the show on Garcelle's first season with Denise
We'll
Richards,
let
because
the mouse
Denise
go.
Richards was a full time.
Remember, she said Rihanna had that Capsa collection, Cortez.
I remember what she said about Rihanna collection.
Yeah. But let's keep going. But I just believe I'm like, and also I'm like Erica now. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If Garcelle can be Sudden mouthpiece, why can't Bose work for Dorit? All the y'all is wrong at the same damn time to me. You know what I'm saying? So the one black girl got a white friend, the other white girl got a black friend. Both of them, okay? And just leave it alone at that. And I'm tired of tell you true, I'm tired of all the whole mess about PK, Mo, and everybody else. Hey, you give this divorce. Don't get divorced, baby. I'm just tired of y'all talking about it. Because I don't like talking about nobody in relationship. I don't. I really don't. I don't care. You do bring it up. I'm not going to speak on it because, like I said, when you been with somebody 25 years or 15 years, it's hard. It's hard to get over that and just walk away.
Yeah.
And it's heartbreak. It's heartbreak, especially if you married and you got kids. It's a lot to deal with. And don't nobody care about you. You had a clean marriage, honey. That's why I'm like Sudden. She wants so jabs. And then somebody come back out and then she want to play the victim too. Do we both get on my neck and play the victim? But I like Dorit more than I like Sudden though. I think Sudden is still a witch.
I would have never guessed that.
I'm weak. Okay.
I'm shocked.
But that's all.
We're
I'm
all
shocked.
so
Color
shocked.
me shocked. Lisa said, got a white skin friend look like Michael Jackson.
News flash.
All right,
Hey, Danny. My baby Dan over there quiet. My baby Dan over there quiet. And I'm so happy to see all four of y'all tonight. We need Antonio in here. We need Antonio and I'll be just happy to see
Lisa
all
want
four
a
of my
super league,
babies.
dang on it.
You want a super league? Okay, so
But I love y'all. Dog. I see y'all next week. Love you.
Hi, Lisa.
Bye bye.
Lisa, Antonio will be on Monday for Potomac, so you can catch him then. Okay, well, listen, we're gonna get ready to leave now.
Yes.
Glad all the callers today. Thank you to Sarah Capricorn. Thank you to Lisa and Durga for calling in today. Thank you for all of the viewers today. specifically Art World, Sass K, and Amanda K for making sure y'all are moderating the chat, keeping the chat going, having folks like Chase and you guys have saying make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Congratulations to Chase again on reaching 1,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, I think you should go and do so. Actually, you need to go do so. He will be actually reviewing Atlanta. He's doing Married to Medicine right now and other shows as well. I'm not sure what other shows you have going on right now, but in the future, I would say check there, subscribe for that as well.
And his cocktail hour.
You said what?
And his cocktail hour.
Oh, well, yes. Now, actually, that's actually my favorite show that you
really
do.
Happy hour.
Because I don't really like keep up. I'm getting old, so I don't keep what's going on, but I can always see the headline and I lean in and see what's going on there. So I like, and it reminds me of the Lunch and Leans. You know, I feel like they were very informative. So I would say if you're just looking for some casual tea, is it Wednesdays, right?
It's Wednesdays at 6:15 p.m. We didn't have it today because I was coming to do this.
And whenever else you get some tea, it's happening.
Yes,
very much so. So check that out as well. With that being said, again, like, subscribe. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Jamie. It was a great day for the Fab Four to be back.
This feels so good, y'all. I just want to say, like, this is like the origin. Like, this is home, you know? Like the Funky Four plus one more because get well soon.
What about Love?
Love is under the weather today, but she'll be back next week. For the show.
Why are you so?
I'm so weak. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. We're gonna leave now, and we will
have a good night.
Either on Monday for the comic or next Wednesday for the next episode of the video. Okay. Yeah. Have a good night. Peace.
Bye.